One of my personal favorite stories of history is that of how Christianity first reached China. The year is 635 CE, and a group of Syriac missionaries of the Church of the East traveled all the way to the court of Emperor Taizong of Tang. The head of the entire mission was Alopen, and his journey was immortalized around 150 years later on the so-called Xi'an stele. This is an almost 3-meter tall limestone block which tells the memorial of the propagation in China of the luminous religion from Da Qin, as it says at the very top in Chinese characters. It also talks about how Alopen and his companions reached China, where they were accepted by the Chinese emperor and then allowed to set up temples and worship their god. All in all, 7 Chinese Christian texts survive from that time period, and both the Old and the New Testament were translated into classical Chinese not much later. For around 200 years, Christianity somewhat flourished in China until in 845 it was deemed too dangerous and Emperor Wuzong of Tang banned it, together with Buddhism and Zoroastrianism. About 150 years later, a Chinese monk wrote to the Patriarch of the East that Christianity is extinct in China. The native Christians have perished in one way or another. The church has been destroyed and there's only one Christian left in the land. However, there are supposedly a number of Christian graves dated to the Song and Liao dynasties, so the time period from around 900 to 1200, implying that there were probably more than one lonely Christian left in all of China.